Hello guys, good morning. Today our topic is malware, its types and definition. Malware refers to malicious software that purpose to design for malicious activity on your system. That software can be designed to damage your system, deleting your files, backdoors. It is have ability to install backdoors on your system uh, so that the attackers can gain access to your system remotely. Now, in the next slide, I'm showing you the types of malware. The first one is ransomware. Ransomware is type of malware that locks a victim's data or computing device and encrypt the data files and system files and demand for the ransom. Mostly they are asked ransom in terms of Bitcoin so that it is very difficult to trace the attackers. Once they encrypt your files, it is impossible. We can say it is very difficult to decrypt without the decryption key. So if they ask ransom, it is not sure they will provide you the decryption key. They took the ransom and that's it. They will not contact you and you lost your data as well as your money which you have transferred to the attacker. The next one is Trojans. Trojan horse virus is a type of malware onto computer disguised as a legitimate program or the software looks like the legitimate or authenticate, but it has hidden activities to perform on your system. The delivery method typically sees an attacker use social engineering to hide malicious code within legitimate, legitimate program or software to try gain access user system access with this software. The next one is worm. A worm virus refers to malicious software or program that replicates or creates itself, generate itself multiple worms in your system and automatically spreading through the network. A worm virus exploits vulnerabilities in your security software to steal sensitive information and it can install backdoor onto your system to provide unauthorized access to the attacker that can attempt to access system or corrupt your files and other kind of harm it can provide you once your system is compromised by the worm. The next one is fileless virus. When a piece of malware operates only in memory instead of files. Generally, what happens if you have virus, it attached with the data files or system files. But when we are talking about fileless virus, they are just insert in the into the memory. So it is also difficult to find out that viruses because when you scanning your device, you scanning your files to detect the virus, but it is not attached to the file. So it is difficult to find out that viruses. The next one is command and control. Command and control used by hackers to control malware, which is installed your system that has been launched against targets. Bots. The next one is bots. A bot is a malicious software or code that prefer the task as part of the another program. It has dependency on another programs to activate the bot. Example, bot used to automatically scan websites or software vulnerabilities and execute simple attack pattern to the targeted device. The next one is logic bomb. A logic bomb is a piece of code that it sits idle on your system and for the period of time until some events or date invokes its malicious code. And that type of attacks generally performed by the legitimate user, or we can say admin users, those have admin access to the device or system. Uh, Mostly they have employees. Those are have admin access to the device. So they install the attack or this type of virus in your malware in the system and set the date and time to invoke uh, uh, to perform that the malicious activity on a particular date and time. The next one is spyware. Spyware is a software that spies on users, recording and reporting on their activities. Okay. So in this type of malware, they just sit silently on your system and monitor your activities, what you are doing on the system. So that activities they report to the attacker, and then attacker can use that activities to attack your uh, device or computer. The next one is keyloggers. The keyloggers is the malware which, if installed in your system, uh, they track your key pattern when you are using on the system. So by that key pattern, they can analyze what you are typing by the keyboard on your system, and that that post analysis your key patterns. They can collect your data or username, password, credentials. They can collect. The next one is remote access trojans, or we can say RAT, is a toolkit designed to provide the capability of convert surveillance, sorry, and or the capability to gain unauthorized access to the target system by the attackers. The next one is rootkit. Rootkit is a malware that is specifically designed to modify the operations of the operating system in some fashion to facilitate non-standard functionalities of the operating system. So these type of attacks, if installed on your system, and they uh, disturb the operating that that disturb the standard operations of the operating system. So next one is backdoors. Backdoors methods nothing more than method used by software developers to ensure that they can gain access to an application which is developed by the developer, in case something happened wrongly to the application. So sometimes what happened, they if they develop the software program and they have a proper way to access that application, but if in case they lost that access to this application, they create the backdoor, and that by backdoor they can gain access to fix that problem. So sometimes hackers find out that backdoors, and by that backdoors they got the access in an unauthorized way. Okay, so that's it from my side from today. The topic malware. Thank you, thank you so much. Bye. Take care.